Hey guys, what's happening? It is July 23rd, 2017, 9:03 p.m. and holy smoke, I'm on Florida. I don't know why I did it, but I just figured why not. Hey, Amtrak 114. Okay. I haven't run, oh shoot, they got a registry on here? I swear, I did this with Mike's server the other day. I was just like, okay, is there a registry on here? Am I allowed to run this? I think I am, but I'm not positive. Well, let's find out. It looks cool, though. I can see, time 8:03. Getting close to dark, so that's nice. I forget if they're still running registry. They got a lot of stuff going on. I'm the only one on right now. But, yeah, this was one of these weird days where this is kind of cool. I'm actually I'm much closer to the TV now. So I can actually see things, which is kind of bizarre in itself. So yeah, I'm looking at my week right now. I'm like, what the heck's going on? Because I really don't know what's going on this week. I know Mike's been very busy suddenly. Well, I shouldn't say suddenly. He's been busy for a while, but I'm trying to figure out exactly how I want to plan my week ahead. I'm not sure. Okay, so I'm not sure if I can run something. So again, forgive me for I gotta put some generic thing in there. So I asked for dispatch access just because I know you can run trains. I'm just not sure if I want to run or what I want to do at this point. I'm the only person on the Florida RTS server. I haven't been on all year. It's been a long time, so I'm not sure if I want to grab a train and just run it, or if I actually want to dispatch some of this, or I don't even know if I can, because honestly I don't know the I'm not up to speed on the rules here, so let me just see what we got. The thing's going nuts right now. Okay, that's not what I wanted. Recently changed pages, recent blog, servers. I'm probably going to do some other thing. Operate registry, there we go. Okay, so there is a Florida registry. Let me just take a look at that and see. Good boy. See, ooh, hello. What happened there? It was sorted, okay. So the last one was at 8:52. Well, I just missed somebody. So they got AI listed as moves? Oh my god, I don't want to do that. I don't want to move trains around, and this is where I'm afraid. Okay. Hang on a second. Yeah, see, unfortunately, I'm not up to speed with this, so I don't know. Because AI is something that totally came in, and I think I was on once. I can't even read that. Oh my god. I just wanted to run a train. Just to give me some perspective. Maybe I'll run a train for a bit and see what we got going on here. Q181. K645. K453. I don't think those are in there. No, they're not. So let me see if I understand this. That was crew change, and then others were crew change, but I don't know if I want to run AI, or if I just want to run a train, or what I want to do at this point. So let me see here. Race pond. You got your guides, which is cool. Tom's here. Tom's on the sheet. If Tom can tell me what's going on. And I don't, honestly, I don't go on Florida that often. Just, it has nothing to do with Tom or the guys or anything. I just don't. But it's a beautiful route. It's been a while since I've been on. I was going to go on Scott Martin's server, but I keep missing him. We're missing each other. And unfortunately, he hasn't had very many users. Mike has had activity, but now I'm not too sure what's going on for next week in the evenings. At least it's not on the schedule. So I sent an email over to Mike, to see if anything is happening. So no, he's not answering. Yeah, I really feel like running a mainline train, but I'm not sure exactly what I want to run. So that's okay, that's Q181. Maybe I'll run Q181. That's the first time I've seen all these things come up, because I was dispatching the other night on Mike's server and I wasn't getting all these messages, which was interesting. I don't know if he's got a different setting or what that is, but very interesting. Okay, well, let's say I want to do Q181. So it was at Dinsmore. Okay, let me double check here. I know I can find the okay, it was AI train, Dinsmore, North Winnaker. Dinsmore? 635? I don't know if it's still there. Close enough. Oh, it's supposed to go into the ramp. Okay, I don't want that. It's really kind of hoping for something. Okay, what about here? See, something's happening in the air. Ooh, clouds. Haven't seen those in a while. Not going here. That's nice. Glad to see they got everything going and they got the tags. This is kind of giving me... This is cool. I haven't really paid too much attention what they got going on, but I know they're still running quite a bit with the system. So perhaps I'll see if there's something that has to be run on, let's see, complete released. Oh, okay, here we go. So Q213, Cincinnati, Ohio. Okay, actually there should be another train that's sitting out of it, but it's probably one of, oh crap. Yeah, we got Ks and K453. This is what confuses me, because they got the AI running, or at least the AI is still on, but I think it does that automatically, and you have to actually move these trains, or else they're not going to, they're not really going to go anywhere. But I don't even know where those trains are supposed to go. 645. They're definitely AI. That's an RTS train. Okay, how about K420? Can I just move him? No, he's an AI too. Well, they're all AIs, but... Okay, how about this? How about we try this one? Let's look at it from a different perspective here. When occur... I don't know. Jacksonville... Cancelled, unscheduled, NS turn to Pecan has been released. Okay. That's a possibility. Do I want to do that? I could. I think I might. That's definitely one I'm thinking about doing. Let's see what else we got. Sanford Division. Ooh, Sanford Division. Vulcan Materials to Taft Industry has been released. One of the other switchers, I'm not too sure what that one is. Of course, all the info is here. Sanford to DeLand local, the Pecan local. A lot of locals. Taft Yard switcher. Tampa to Jacksonville intermodal has a crew change Q188 at Sanford. Really? Oh, okay. Ah, I forgot these dark sidings. Okay. Well, that's what we will do. How about that? Problem is, I don't know where all the damn trains are on these. I hate these dark sidings. Because you never know what trains are doing what. Okay, so that's back at Sanford. That's a good run. I'm not too worried about AI so much at this point, because I don't know if I really want to run AI. I think I just want to... Without a dispatcher, it's kind of pointless to me. I mean, I could run something opposing. I don't know. When you're running, this is the thing, and it works okay with double track, but when you're in single track territories without an external dispatcher, and you have all these little dark areas where you don't know where trains are and you can't copy notes, it's very difficult to ascertain where everything is. So I'm gonna go ahead and take Q188 over from to this, and just give it a little bit of a run for a while and see how it goes. Sound like a plan? Alright. So, go ahead Oh, I gotta go back to Q188. I gotta go back to the registry. What the hell? Q188. Yeah, eventually I will. Come on, baby. Yes, that's what I want to perform. No, I don't want to go back that far. Give me that. Open a link for that. Open a link for that. Get rid of that. Q188 is departing. Oh yeah. Is it alphabetical or yeah, it's location. Sanford, Delta, that's too far. Sanford. Sighting, I think. Yeah, baby. Let me put go to Barberville for now. Here we go. It's been a while since I run on Florida. So I'd love to be on when there's a dispatcher and having the AI, and I know there's not much. I get that. I don't even know what the hell kind of signal that is. Looks yellowish. Oh, maybe, uh-oh. Am I supposed to... I got a signal against me here, or what the hell is that? It is a yellow. What do I got a yellow for? Am I heading the wrong way? No, I'm not. Okay, what do I got? Oh, I got bridges against me or some stupid thing. I can't even read that, it's so damn bright. Ah, there we go. Got the right one. Very cool. So unless somebody else comes on and wants to run some opposing traffic or something, I'm not going to mess with that. Put my volume up a bit. There we go. Oh, I got lights on in here I don't need. Here, turn that on. That on. There we go. So yeah, it's cool to be running a Florida, Rudy. You know, I haven't. I did consider putting up a server for Florida. And I know this works fine for what Tom's doing for 24/7, and it looks like definitely there's been some people on, so that's a good sign. I just missed some people apparently. I had the wrong address in, so I wasn't picking up the servers. One way you know for sure if the servers are active is it'll have a zero. One, if you have the right IP address, or if the servers are active. In the list of servers when you go on, it will actually check the IP address when you run the client to see how many people, how many clients are on, which is a really cool way of knowing if people are on. It's too bad there wasn't a way to say, you know, if trains were running or dispatching is going on or something like that. That'd be kind of cool, I think. Yeah, it's been a long time since I run this route. And honestly, it was just, I chose this because I was bored. I'll be honest. I did a little bit of work in here tonight. I'm testing out the screens. Hey, I got the right drawbridge, so that's good. My screen's way too bright. I installed a Star Trek game with my son over the weekend, and it changed the brightness of my monitor. Or my TV, I noticed all of a sudden. So now it's so bright I can't read it. It's actually brighter than normal, but it's kind of cool actually. But the dispatch display's hard with that blue. I can just read it now, so that's good enough for me, but Jason does an awesome job with his roads. He's actually helped me with the AI, and I don't know if I'm supposed to honk for these bridges or not. I guess I will. You know, it's a lot nicer being closer to the TV now. Because now I'm in the middle of the room with the surround sound up. It sounds better. It looks better, too. Cool, Bridgemaster. Never noticed that. RTS, yes. He's still using version 1 somehow. Boy, this looks a hell of a lot better now that I'm closer to the TV too. So that's what I wanted to test tonight. I can actually, well, I just missed that, but I can read the mileposts. It's kind of cool. I love the clouds. It's a lot different in California. You don't get as many clouds, huh? I noticed that with running Selkirk too. The counter's about to run out, so that's a good sign. Getting a speed increase in a minute here. This could be interesting running at night now with the brightness up a bit too. I'm not sure. Oh wow, yeah, I can see the signal's pretty good in the distance. Not perfect, but pretty damn good. Okay, counter's about to run out. Give me some speed. There it is. That's all I get is 25. Oh, I know why. Because of the bridge. Place is kind of a mess, but I cleaned up a little bit tonight too, so, or late this afternoon, so it was productive. Can't quite read those mileposts despite the fact I'm a little closer to the TV, but it's getting better. There's 60. I gotta be honest, I'm still leaning more and more to get that next route. I don't know what that sign was, but I missed it. I think it's a warning for a speed reduction up ahead. It should give me a warning up at the top, but it didn't. But just running some of these routes that I haven't run in a while now, all of a sudden I'm like, well, you know, kind of miss not having my own server. I do want to get back to the programming. That's certainly something I've been thinking of. I don't know what engine that is. Oh, cool. Very nice. So there's been a lot of you know, steady process. I'm not going to worry too much about this week if nothing happens or nothing comes about. I actually got some time tomorrow that I might be in the mood to start programming again. I mean, if I could clean my house today, obviously I could do some stuff, so. Oh, it did go up to 65. Wow. I see a green flag. I think I'm going to get up to a 70 now after I cross this. This guy's having a hard time getting up speed. The engines he got on him. No, I can't check. This train seems underpowered. Yeah. One engine, two engines. 1.1, huh? Wow. Yeah, he seems a little underpowered. He seems like he's a manifest. To hit 70 now. Yep. So as I've said before, the game plan in regards to what I'm moving forward, I was going to do a modification to the code, but I decided that I do want to rewrite the whole thing. I probably will put one email out to Ski later tonight, although I doubt it. I say it probably. I don't know if I will. I may put just a courtesy email out to him just to let him know that I am changing the code. Unless he's got some development going on that I'm unaware of. I haven't heard from him. There's a lot of people who've been very busy with work. And I've been there, I understand that. So, you know, that's just the way it is. doing a replace of the code will allow me to. I think that's restriction for freight, I think. It's going to stay 70 by the looks of it. Yeah, I can't quite read those mile markers. And perhaps you guys at home can see those as they're flying by. I can't. I can read right now. I see it. Everything's a lot closer to me, so it looks pretty good. Actually, I'll turn this over.
CNX equipment defect detector milepost 755.4. Equipment defect detector milepost 755.4. No defects. Total axles 344. End of transmission. 10X, equipment defect detector, milepost 734.6, no defects. Total axles 340, end of transmission. equipment defect detector, milepost 711.9. VNX equipment defect detector, milepost 711.9. No defects. Total axles 340. End of transmission. CSX equipment defect detector milepost 688.6. CSX equipment defect detector milepost 688.6. No defects. Total axles 344. End of transmission.
I don't know how long I had that muted. Just realized that. Oh man, I don't know when the last time I muted that. Nor do I know why I muted it. I might have just hit it accidentally when I moved it. I've been yapping away here. Oh man, that really sucks. When the hell did I mute that thing? I wonder if I muted it right from the beginning. Oh well. I've just been yapping along here. I always said I was going to go be back for a minute and then I was going to go do something. I can't remember what the hell it was, but... Oh crap, I missed it. Whatever. I swear that was on earlier. Trust me, I knew I was live streaming. I just noticed my my microphone was flashing, but what the hell is it flashing for? I'm like, oh crap. Funny thing, I was thinking about that the other day. I was thinking, you know, one of these days I'm going to do that. That'll teach me. Because I was just going to go to mute the microphone because I figured I would take a run for the John and I'll give that signal up in the Grix. Ah well, live and learn. Okay, now I'll be back and hopefully I'll be remembering to put that mute back off, so I'll be back in a bit. Okay. Now I know I'm back. Yeah, I don't know when I muted the damn thing. That's the first time, you know, I've always feared of doing it. And in fact, I was thinking about that the other day. One of these times I go to mute and I forget to unmute the thing. Because I got like a little... I got a push button that I can just tap it and, or whatever and it'll go to mute. But and I was thinking, man, one of these days I'm going to forget. Sure enough, that was today. I have no idea what it's not like anybody's... I don't even know how many viewers I get anymore. I guess I feel more comfortable talking to myself. I don't know if there's a disease for that or what. But I was saying basically how cool this route is. It's been a while. It's been a year. I don't know how much I did not... I'm not going to worry. Ooh, I think the moon is out now. Did it get above the fog? Yeah. I think it's out. It might be in behind the fog still. Unless it's up here somewhere. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Oh, I'm looking the wrong way. I don't see it. So yeah, 11:39 Eastern. I'm going to run until I make it to the terminal now in Jacksonville. The odds are starting to come in. Again, I don't know how much was muted, but the whole reason I was on tonight was the first time I've been on this server all year, and it was kind of because of boredom that I decided that, you know, and I still don't know what the hell I'm doing this week. I'm not sure what's going on with Mike's server yet. He's been very busy. I definitely want to do some programming. RTS version 2. That's coming. So, I'm not going to get into everything I was talking about earlier because chances are you probably already heard it if you did and was wondering why there was this. I never came back, even though I did. But whatever. So, I got a reduction of 60 coming up. We'll have to see. Definitely interested in the expansion of this route, though. I've got a TD3 of that entire Waycross area that I can go back into. So there's a lot of juicy. In fact, I think I have every entrance to Waycross. Most of the territory is Savannah, Georgia, all the way through to, how far do I go south? Does it go south? I think it goes south as far as the funnel itself, but that's about it. Once you get south of Folkestone, then it, I think that's the end of the territory from there. Don't recall having Jacksonville proper there, or even this far. Okay, so we're at 60 now. That's cool. What? Reminds me of the old times. What we got going on up here? Oh, come on. I thought it was green. So I may have to try to find my version of trains again. Like I said, I was saying before, I don't even know if my microphone was muted or whatever, but that was a recommendation, and it was a good one because I thought, well, yeah, that'd be great for my son. I'm not interested in me, I could care less about, you know, that program is got a lot of things that should be a lot better to it. It can't touch Run8 as far as I'm concerned, but it does have the editors, and that's something that I think really is lacking right now for Run8.
CSX equipment defect detector milepost 670.2.
So how would you do the editors for Run8? How would I do it? And I mean, there's a lot of opinion out there, I'm sure. I mean, ultimately, it's up to the owners. But if I was to do it, I would have something. Damn it! Never see the whistle post for some of these. I would have the ability, this is just my opinion, if the issue is, from what I understand, support, first of all, MSTS was able to get away from it by saying that they didn't support the editor or any of its contents. And they did that for years. If I was to do it, I would either go with that approach and maybe still stick with it, but then for the purpose of having single player, I would create something that's only local, that was somehow encrypted, that you couldn't just copy over. There would be some encryption key that would make it only possible by two ways.
Equipment defect detector milepost 670.2. No defects. Total axles 3, 4.
Get to that in a second.
End of transmission.
Yeah, it would only be possible to get to it by two ways. Number one, from the local machine, so that you would be able to run whatever you need to run, whether it be AIs, spawn edit locations, the whole thing. Spawn edit location should have an editor regardless. There's nothing that should be worried about copyright infringement or anything with that, so that shouldn't be an issue. That actually should be a text file, personally, or an XML. I don't know why that's not available. They certainly have allowed the XMLs available for us, for RTS purposes. That's why they're there, by the way. If you're wondering why that's the only file that's available, it's because it was for RTS, which is very much appreciative, and up to this point I haven't taken advantage of it. That's changing very soon. You know, how soon, I don't know, but it's going to at least start pretty soon. Now, you take the XML, sorry, not the XML. The other way of doing it is the ability to submit a copy of your work to Run8 for evaluation. Then Run8 would have the ability to review it and decide whether or not it fits their criteria of whatever their criteria is. And I don't know what exactly that is, or if there's fear of reverse compatibility. Right now, a lot of the stuff is hard-coded in the software itself, as far as I know. So being able to actually go in and add roots or whatever, they have a thing called a root number. And because they use a root number, automatically, if somebody starts adding roots, how are you going to know what root number is what unless Run8 catalogs it? So they have to catalog the root numbers. Otherwise, it becomes a local machine only. But to prevent some type of public display, those files should only be made available locally. In other words, maybe locally, maybe something you can pull temporarily, like have a temporary root file number or something like that, so that if you're visiting a server who's hosting an experimental root or an experimental rolling stock or whatever the case may be, they would have access to it, but they would have to overwrite whatever they had in their original folder or something. I don't know, something like that. Something that it would make it a lot more difficult to become widespread. And the reason you do that is simply for support cases, and to keep the program, because the way the program is, they have root numbers. There's all kinds of components when it comes to multiplayer and making it all work. But I'm sure, you know, that's something they're considering. Once you have the approval process, then Run8 can assign a root number to it, and basically okay it for distribution. But at the same time, they can make it available on their servers for download purposes, so that if they so charge to have first of all, if it's free, either the root designer can pay a small fee to have Run8 or Run8 approve the evaluation of it, or have it so that you know, I don't know if they would want to be able to do that. That's a lot of work for them to go through it. So I think they need to pay some type of fee, whether or not they pass that fee on or whatever. I think having like a $5 fee or something very small that the author has to submit to Run8 to make it review. And I know that sounds harsh to some people, but what that does is that allows a business model for Run8 to say, okay, now we're making a little bit of money on people's creations, or at least giving us the time to review the creations to try to add it to our vast network. And you might say, well, no, if you create free content, that's only benefiting Run8 and they're only going to get more sales. Not necessarily. That doesn't necessarily equate to sales. They should be compensated at least a nominal fee to take the time to go through and review your root, to apply a root number. Call it administration fee, call it what you will. That's what they do. They take it off the top, boom. Then, if you're a payware and you're trying to develop a model so that you're actually getting paid, then Run8 can license it. and then they would take a percentage of that. So they can run, not only will they review it, but they will also license it as an official Run8 add-on that's been approved, or Run8 approved for quality purposes. So if you sell it for, you want to sell the thing for $20 or something like that, they take a tax off of each one of those, or a, not a tax, they take a, what's the term? I know it's a sales commission. They're basically selling it, and then the commission model allows it to do it. I might post this up on TrainSim actually. You know, if I think, you know, it sounds like a feasible plan, but I might post it just as ideas, because I know I see a lot of ideas coming up on Run8 Depot. I don't have access to Run8 Depot. Some of these ideas that I see are really thoughtful. Others are just outright, I mean, it's blatantly stupid as far as I'm concerned, some of the stuff they're asking for. I don't even know why they're posting so much, but there's no way in their lifetime they'll be able to go through it. And some of it's just ridiculous, and it's like, come on. You really think they're going to do that? Again, your dreams. What do you think, they got 60 people running there? They're only going to do what's in their best interest, ultimately. And I think having a root editor would be in their best interest. I think it's doable. I think it's, they gotta realize they're vulnerable right now. I really think they were, and I think they dodged a bullet with TrainSim World. I really, really think they dodged a bullet. They actually dodged a couple bullets, now that I think about it. Cross ties was the first one, and if they don't, I mean, it's great that they're improving on routes and adding new rolling stock, and they got other good things coming, and blah blah blah. But they cannot just rest on their laurels. They deserve the break. I said they deserved the break when version 2 came out. I thought to myself, you know, you guys deserve to take a break on this. It's a great program. Take a well-deserved vacation. Take a couple months off. Do whatever, you know, you need to recharge the batteries. But man, you cannot, and I'm not saying they are, because I don't know what's going on, but you can't rest. You just cannot. The only reason why they've been able to dodge these bullets so far is there's so much play for free stuff out there that is much more mainstream than a train simulator. Therefore, what's happening is there's simply not enough demand in the market for most companies to put a play for free or anything that they think can compete or make a return on their investment. The only ones that are going to put out any decent type of challenge to Run8 right now is the dovetails and the trains and all that other crap that's still out there. But it's, I mean, like I said, you know, for trains, it's like, okay, 40 and 2.9. Okay, let me just slow this down a bit here. I mean, trains is going to be great, I think, for my son to get into and just, you know, be able to use some of his creative interest. But other than that, I wouldn't recommend it to anybody. I think it's great for a kid's game. But my son's starting to get into Run8. I've been noticing he's getting more and more interested in this, so I may, if I'm going to buy anything for Run8, it might be a second copy. Because I was talking to him. We were out for a walk the other day, and I said, you know, you and I mean, we can share dispatching duties. You go on your computer, which is my old server, and then, oops, actually I wanted to go the other way. He says he loves switching. Well, I'm fine with that. I also like dispatching too, so I said, yeah, we can do that. So what you do, and he loves humping too. And when Florida yeah, when they expand this and there's a hump yard available at Waycross, I'm really that interested in it that I would say, you know, I could do something single player and enjoy it, or just him and I run, and I would actually consider purchasing another copy. I'm starting to think right now that I will, if he's that into it and he proves himself that he is that much into it, I may still get, you know, I may still look at trains, but I'm really want to hold out for Christmas and possibly get him a copy of Run8 for Christmas that he can have on the computer that's here. I'm not letting him take it home on his own laptop or whatever. I wouldn't run anyways, but as far as I know, it should run on the old server. Because actually it's a newer, the two computers, so I don't see why it wouldn't. And I told him, I says, yeah, you can, I says, if you want to run the train, you can, and I can go over your computer and be the conductor, and we can work with each other, and we'll communicate with each other how far to go back and stuff like that. I says, yeah, we can have a blast switching, you and I. And he seemed really excited about that. So, I mean, his maturity's starting to come up now. He just turned 9, so he's ready, I think. But at the same time, I wish this had an editor, because my God, I was showing him all the stuff you can do with 3D graphics and stuff today, and I says, I've never really learned that stuff myself. But that's the open, you know, there's certainly, oh boy, looks like I'm going downhill, but maybe, maybe not. Oh, we're at Yukon already, holy crap. Okay. Well, looks like I ain't gonna be done by 12:15. Do I want to go into Yukon? Dang. You know, I'm really thinking about it. I think I will. I think I'll call it. As much as I want to get into Jacksonville, how far away am I? I can't be that. I'm too far. It's going to slow down. I was going to try to make it to the terminal, but I think I'll call it there. It's getting close to 12:15, and that gives me possibly 7 hours of sleep, probably, you know, a little less, but the other guys can just slowly slow down. Oh, another train showed up. What's this one? No, these are all for the here. I don't even think I have to put anything. Oh, turn that signal out. Okay. Another thing I'd like to see on the network status, or even maybe the AI, maybe it's the AI system here. Yeah, something. No, that's not it. No, I don't get that. Okay. Somewhere in the AI menu or whatever, just show you what trains are actually out there, so that people can see. Or even people, like, you see the people that are running and what trains they're doing, whereabouts they are and stuff like that would be kind of cool. They got a block system, they can number the blocks and name them. Shouldn't be too hard to do. Approach. Or medium. Check the siding length. I think we're fine. Yeah, 10,000 footers, yeah. Oh boy. Yeah, getting tired. Good time to call it quits. I really wanted to get into Jacksonville. It's amazing how long it takes to run. That's been a few hours. I thought with an intermodal train I'd be flying across, but it didn't happen that way. How many miles it is, I can't remember. 776 is the Longwood detector. 651, so that's like a, wow, that's like 140 miles maybe? Is it really that long? Wow, it's 120, so I would say, yeah, it's probably around, just to get to Jacksonville's gotta be close to 200 miles on this route, or 180. It's pretty amazing. Unfortunately, nobody on tonight. Sunday's usually a slow night for servers anyways, so not the end of the world. It was actually fun doing single player for a change, so defeated my boredom, which is good. See what it's going to be like this week. Ooh, am I coming up to crossings? No, I'm just coming up to the end. Something. Oh yeah. No, it's just a light. That's pretty awesome, that section. Always like that. Ah, crap. Why'd you put a crossing in there for me? I would have just made it. I think I'm doing my crew change right here. Block one crossing, might as well block two, right? Yeah, we'll get a signal soon enough. Probably slow down there for that and then they speed up. Where am I at? North Yukon. 188. So now I can edit my response. There's a crew change. All the way up at Yukon. Oh, I can see all the miles right there. Wind occurs at 587. Wow, that's 210 miles. More than I thought it was. I'm Sanford's at 764. Why is it down there? Oh man, that's me going. Yeah. What am I doing? Yukon. Thank you. Yukon sighting. Submit. Crew change. I don't think I can do the other guys. I don't think I can even touch them. I put his crew change, I didn't even put his AI. What's this guy? K645? I don't think I have the option to do that, but... well, let's try it anyways. It's only got 650, 51, 28, and 29. No. Doesn't have those, so they can stay. Alright, good enough. Okay. Just waiting to see him make his stop, and then I'm going to call the night. Crew changes taking place. Or taking place. Where's the moon? I know it's out here somewhere. It's not. Yeah, like I said, I'll block 2 crossings. 182s. What is it? 182 and 172s. That's cool. I think even as AI, those crossing gates stay on, but I'm not 100% sure. Just like that, right? It's like, what the hell's moving on in the cab? It's his hands. Abel and Angel. Okay. It's way past my bedtime now, so I've had enough fun for this evening. So, again, I don't know what I'm doing this week. I haven't figured it out yet. But, might be on tomorrow, who knows. Start of another week, so that's how I feel, and maybe I'll even do some programming on live stream, who knows, but I'm probably gonna touch the program tomorrow, get into the RTS2 version, I think it's time. As long as I feel up to it. Otherwise I'll procrastinate some more, but, you know. That is that. Anyways, guys, have a good night. We'll see ya.